Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Pillar to Post. You know who I am already, and if you don't, you're new to the channel. Well, I'm the big guy. I'm the bully. I am Pete Wall. Now, when I say bully, that's just a character deal. Don't worry about it. Um, but talking on Skype with some very good friends and supporters of mine about what I'm doing and everything with water fasting. And I figured I'd break it down just a little bit. Um, I'm 6 days into my intermittent fasting. You all remember the first video I did. I did a 2 day water um, water fast, and due to concerns with my wife, I broke it, and I've been doing 20 hours, and then I eat a small meal, no carbs at all, and then I'm back on the fast, and I've been doing that. I've lost 10 pounds, um, and today, well, as of 7:30 last night, but I'm counting from midnight, at the start of this day. I'm beginning my 5 day um, fast, and that is just water, folks. Now, I've been adding other things to it. Like I have 3 coffees a day. I'm not gonna lie about it. Um, but I used to drink 6 to 8, so that makes a big difference. Also tomorrow I'm adding in like exercising. Like I've been doing a lot of walking as it is. I do the stairs a lot every day. But tomorrow I'm adding in weight training again, and went out and got myself a couple of 10-pound dumbbells. And I've got to start off low. I have no choice in the matter because of old injuries and stuff. Um, and I'm doing very basic exercises with the weights, working my triceps, biceps, chest, um, shoulders, back, and shadow boxing. Shadow boxing. I used to do shadow boxing all the time with weights. I'll probably cut down to like 5 pounds for that for the beginning. But I used to be able to grab 50-pound weights in each hand and do shadow boxing with weights. Um, it works really good when you want to knock someone out, but I'm not looking to do that these days. I've become a very tame person, but yeah, it works really well for a lot of things, and um, getting back into this all is so invigorating for me. Um, I've developed for some. The biggest thing I had to do with myself. I'm gonna take these off because that glare is like killing my eyes. Um, Basically, I had to sit down and I had to look back on this year alone, everything that's been happening this year to me. Um, the scares, the cancer scares, the heart attack, the stroke scares, the being put on a heart attack and stroke watch, um, my blood not acting correctly because of my weight and the way I've allowed my health to be. Um, Being in pain all the time, being slow all the time, being a lumbering ox all the time. Looking at the dog and like, why the fuck do you want to walk now? I don't want to walk you, you know. But basically, I had to sit down. I had to take that all in, and with all the research and I had done, I had to make the decision. I've seen a couple of other type of. I don't want to call this a diet. This is like a lifestyle change. Very much so a lifestyle change, because I I had to realize that I can't eat the same things that my wife eats or my kids eat. My wife and my kids are all thin, trim people. I used to be that way, but things changed for the worse inside of me, and I didn't bother correcting my lifestyle to fit those changes. And so now that I've started, I've seen the results, not just in my weight, but in my energy as well as my diabetes, my lymphedema, um, my pain. I've been able to walk further. I've been able to cope with the pain a lot better, and you know, it's 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 amazing to me. I wish I would have learned about this years ago. But when you go to a doctor, they're just pushing any nutritionist on you, and that nutritionist is not looking at what is wrong with you. And if they did, they wouldn't be telling you to go on these diets that they do. Like every dietitian I've ever seen has pushed a high carb diet on me, and everyone knows carbohydrates just turns to sugar in your system, and you're getting fucked over. Like when you're diabetic, carbs are the worst, and I never realized that until I did this fast, and I had 1.5 potatoes. Yes, there was mushrooms on it. Yes, there was a gravy on it, but it should not have affected me as bad as it did. And I seen that day, and I made my choice right then and there. I'm going away from it. Now, it's not to say I'll never have a potato again in my life, or that I will exclude carbs completely. Um, but I will be monitoring how many carbs I take in. Now, I'm not a counter. I'm not a carb like I don't count calories and shit like that. I never will. But I seen the one day I just had a palm-sized amount of French fries along with my chicken breast, and my sugar levels only spiked to 8, which is not too bad. I prefer to be in the 4 to 7 zone, but 8 isn't bad either. Um, Now, this is the routine I'm doing moving forward. This week, I'm finishing out this week with a 5-day fast. So I started the fast, like I said, 7:30 last night, and it won't end till Sunday night at midnight. Well, it'll end when I break it in the morning when I wake up. So, and I'm gonna have 2 eggs. That's it. And then I'm going to be waiting till the evening, and I have a steak dinner prepared with some roasted broccoli, and for the rest of the family, maybe some corn. You gotta allow yourself to have a cheat day. You do, or else you're never gonna stick to this kind of lifestyle change. I might have myself like a barbecued a cob of sweet corn to go along with the steak and the roasted broccoli. But after that, it's back on the fast, and it's 20 hours for an entire week. Every day, it's 20 hours fast. Then I break it for a small meal, and then I'm right back on the fast for another 20 hours. Break it with a small meal, the entire week like that. The next week, I start off with a cheat day where I have probably 2 meals, and then it's a 3-day fast, and then after those 3 days, I'm back on the 20 hours and 1 meal, 20 hours, 1 meal. Um, Excuse me for a second. I got a dry mouth. Now, on the 4th week, I'm ending the fourth week with a 7-day fast, and then that will be. I don't want to do too many long fasts this month, or yeah, well, it would be this month. Um, I'm doing a 5-day and a 7-day and a 3-day, um, and then I'll be regulating it a bit more after that. Um, After that, it'll be mainly 3-day fasts, like probably a 3-day fast once a week, and then the rest of the week it's the 20 on, and then a meal, and then back on the fast. So those are my plans moving forward. I've seen the results. I can feel the results, and you know, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, doing what I'm doing. Um, I had to apologize, and I'll apologize to viewers of this channel for not being able to do as much with the channel as of late. It's been extremely busy here in the Wall House. Just today, I got back at 8 p.m. From some very long driving, taking the wife up to some medical appointments. Yesterday was the same thing with my youngest daughter. It's and then tomorrow it's first thing in the morning. I'm up and I'm off to a town called Ingersoll. I got to pick up a chain fall hoist that I need, and then from there I'm off to Tilsonburg to my brother's place, where I've got to pick up the 283 engine as well as the 350 trans for the Studebaker. The Studebaker is back in my hands. I don't know if I've announced that yet. And then I'll be using that um, to get through a lot of this as well. As well as exert some energy on there and break out a sweat in the heat of the day, stuff like that. A lot of body work needs to be done, and I want to have that car ready to go, hopefully for next summer, and taking some car shows, a little bit of rat rodding around and stuff. But that's the update today. I don't have any numbers with me. Like I said, I've lost 10 pounds in total in 6 days. And other than that, my sugar levels have been good. I think the last time I checked it today was 6.4. This morning it started off as 5.4. So, things are going good. I want to thank everyone that has been supporting me on this journey I'm going on. And, actually here, one added thing I am adding to the water fasting is a cleanse. Now, I'm going to explain it to you how I'm doing it. So I have these bottles, and it is a 500 milliliter bottle of spring water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump, well, I'm not going to dump, I'm going to drink up to the top of the label, and then I'm going to fill it back up with vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and then I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Then I'm going to shake it up really well, and I'm going to sip on that all day, besides drinking like 8 to 10 bottles of this all day long. So that is what I'm doing. Basically just cleaning the system out, and I've heard a lot of people say, your sweat smells awful, you have a weird body odor all day. If I have to have 2 showers a day, fuck it, I don't care. I'm going for a new healthy lifestyle, and yeah, it's a change that's going to be a lot of work at the beginning, getting used to it, but eventually I'll be able to slow down on the long fasts and just concentrate on basically I'd probably do like a 24-hour to 2-day, like 48-hour fast, but eventually I want to cut it down to that, and then 20 on, a meal, back on the fast, and keeping my weight down, keep my health in check. I've got big plans for the future. plans that I'm not going to discuss with anyone except for my wife and kids until I know I'm ready. And with what has been going on as of late, it might happen. It might happen. And I've got a lot of encouragement from my older brother right now to get into it. It's something I've always wanted to do. It's something I've always dreamt of doing, besides just writing and stuff that I've done already. This is a big move that would help me and my family in big ways. And hell, it all depends on me sticking through this and continuing. And I don't see myself failing. You know, if you, a bit of advice, if you can already see yourself losing, don't bother start. Find something different, something a little bit easier. Now, I'm going to say this now. I probably should have done this. A lot of people expect, because sensitivity issues, disclaimers like these videos should be had at the very top of the show. I'm not doing this to promote fasting. I'm not doing this to tell anyone this is what they should do. I'm not doing this to say, hey, you're a fat ass and you need to do what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. I will also use terminology when I talk about my own body that some people might not like. When I refer to my elephant leg because of lymphedema, that is because that is what I call it all the time. That is what I call it when I speak about it to my wife, my kids, my friends. So if you're going to get butthurt by things I say when I'm talking about my own body, well, get used to it or turn the channel, either one. But like I said, I'm not doing this to promote it. I'm not doing this to tell anyone else what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing to make myself better and make myself happy once again. And that is the main goal in this all. If I wasn't doing it for me and if I was doing it for someone else, it would not work and it would not be worth it. I'm not doing this for my wife and kids. No, that is an outcome for them and myself that is better, yes. That is a side effect of me bettering myself, because it also betters things with them, as well as extends my life longer and more time I can share with them. But in the end, when you come up with a goal like this, it has to be about you. And if it's not about you, it's not going to work. So I haven't made this about anyone else. I have strictly made this about me. So, that is another update. I want to thank you all for, like I said, supporting me along this journey. I'll keep on updating you on everything that's going on. I hope that it keeps on going the way it has been. 5 days is going to be a struggle. I know it is. A 5-day fast. But in the end, is about the destination. And I've begun the journey. Now it's time to get to the destination. And this all, any kind of pain I go through, hunger pangs, stuff like that, this is what it's all for. So have a great night. Have a better tomorrow. And hopefully I find you all in good health. Take it easy, folks.